My name is Danielle Richey. I work at Lockheed Martin, and my job is to figure out how to send humans to the moon, Mars, and beyond. In the future, I think the moon might be colonized. The European Space Agency is really excited about a moon village. Now NASA is really interested in going back to the moon, but not stopping at the moon. They want to go on to Mars. So if we're going to start colonizing the moon as humanity, it'll be other space agencies and then commercial companies that'll come in and take over and perhaps sell spots on the moon to live or to have a short vacation, if you will. So the Lunar Gateway is something that I actually work on as part of the concept with the Next Step program. And the idea behind it is to have multiple modules that show up over a period of time. So the first would be the power and propulsion element. That's in 2022. That would be providing solar arrays, propulsion, guidance and navigation for the whole gateway stack. The next element would be a domestic habitat or a U.S. habitat. So it'll be a really interesting endeavor that gets built up over time. And the timeline for the gateway is I don't want to say aggressive, but it's pretty fast-paced cadence. So you're looking at 2022 for the power and propulsion element, and then every year after that, the logistics module would come up on a commercial launch vehicle, and then you would also see Orion being launched every year with the module as well. Now, of course, NASA's looking at different ways to launch these elements on commercial vehicles as well as with SLS, and so you're looking at a pretty aggressive launch rate, of at least a module a year in some form or fashion. I think it's really important to go back to the moon and beyond. Even though we've already been there, it's really inspiring that next generation of going back to the moon, but then it's also setting up that infrastructure for us to assemble the spacecraft that we're going to need to go out to Mars, hopefully asteroids, and perhaps beyond.